All right, now we live, man. We got to talk about this one. We got to talk about this, man. Shannon Sharpe and paid out that $50 million to this Dizzy broad from OnlyFans Dizzy broad, but he brung that sugar honey iced tea ish on himself, bro. Like, we gonna get into it though. Like, damn, Shannon Sharpe, what's going on with you? Sheesh, this nigga had to pay out $500,000. I mean, half a $100 million, $50 million. Damn. He brought that shit on himself though, but we gonna get into it. Let me pull this article up real quick. Damn. Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, grape accuser settled $50 million lawsuit. All right, so Shannon Sharpe has reached a settlement agreement to his $50 million grape and sexual assault battery lawsuit. This is insane, yo. This is crazy. All right, so after protracted and respectful negotiation, I'm pleased to, this is Bugsby, I guess, pleased to announce that we reached a mutually agreed upon resolution. The accuser attorney Tony Busby wrote in an announcement on Instagram. He said, all matters that have now been addressed satisfactory in a matter is closed. The lawsuit was thus be dismissed with prejudice. All right, so Shannon Sharpe reached a settlement and agreement of $50 million. All right. All right, let me go down a little bit. All right, so a rep from Shannon Sharpe did not immediately respond to Page 6 request and comment in her original lawsuit, which was filed April. The NFL legend Accuser, who was only identified as Jane Doe, accused Sharpe, 56, of sexually assaulting her multiple times at the end of 2024 in the beginning of 2025. The two met at a gym in Los Angeles in 2023 when she was 20 years old and he was in his 50s, and they soon found themselves embroiled in a rocky relationship, according to the filing. She also claims that soon after the initial meeting, Sharpe began to aggressively pursue her by calling, texting, and demanding she come to his Beverly Glen mansion. Around the same time, an audio recording believed to be Shannon Sharpe threatening to effing choke the ish out of her was released by Doe and legal team. Y'all remember that, that crazy ass audio dialogue between them two sound like a damn freaky skit. All right, so seemingly in response, Sharpe released a screenshot of graphic images between himself and Doe in an attempt to prove that their relationship was consensual and involved role playing in a fantasy. They said at the time, Sharpe categorically denied those allegations against him and threatened to sue for defamation. Mr. Sharpe categorically denies the allegation and coercion of misconduct, especially the gross and the lie of grape. And will not submit what he seemed to be an egregious attempt to blackmail Sharpe attorney, I guess his name, Lanny J. Davis, in the settlement. It said he stands firmly by the truth and prepared to fight these false claims vigorously in court. He looked forward to vindication through the due process and judgment based on the facts in the law. So this chick just announced that she retired from OnlyFans right after the settlement. Like, they closed the settlement. They denounced the settlement yesterday. Now this chick just announced on her social media that she retired from social media. So she basically just got that nigga, bro. She got that nigga, bro. Shannon Sharpe, you been had, bro. But he put himself in that position to be had. He really did. Yeah. All right. So this is Gabriella Zuniga has announced retirement from the platform, quietly settling a 50 million civil suit against the retired NFL star Sharp, 57, as we previously shared. In April, the NFL player turned podcaster was accused of assault, sexually assault, battery, intentional infliction, and emotional distress. All right, so days later, the Hall of Famer broke his silence on the sexual assault claim filed by Jane Doe, who named OF model Gabriella Zuniga. Gabrielle should be Gabriella Zuniga, aka Gabby, or Carly. Sharpe and his attorneys made it clear that the lawsuit was nothing more than basically a shakedown. All right, so let me get to this. Let me get to what she said. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me get to what this bitch said real quick. Hold on, let me do this up. Let me do this real quick. All right, so Gabriella Zuniga said, "Today I've decided to retire from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me life, and I could never imagine. I still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I am truly excited for the next chapter. I love you all forever and ever." So this is the chick announcing that she retired from goddamn OnlyFans, bro. Damn OnlyFans. This is crazy. This is crazy as hell. She got Sharpe, man. Shannon, you been had, brother. I hope you learned your lesson from this, bro. Cause yeah, this right here is crazy. This right here is crazy. Yeah, and $50 million. What do you think you kidnapped Chelsea Carter? Chelsea Clinton? All right, so this is her. I guess she shut down her whole damn OnlyFans. Yeah, shut the whole goddamn thing down. Yo, Tony Bugsby, man, that lawyer, man, that dude's a real type of crook. Like he's a real type crook, bro. Like he be getting the hell out of these celebrities, shaking them down. Yeah, Shannon Sharpe. Yeah, Shannon Sharpe a sucker. Yeah, he set himself up for that one, man. Yeah, he set himself up. He should have listened to what Monique told him. You need to date women your age, nigga. But you know, niggas his age and his status, they rarely go for people they like to date these younger chicks. The chicks that be, you know, in their early 20s and shit like that. Yeah, he played himself with this one, bro. Damn. Nigga took a big ass loss. That's a big loss, man. $50 million, man. And that's some shit like that's a lot of bread. That's a lot of bread, man. Especially for a person that probably worth just about around that much. You know what I'm saying? And then I have to pay this dissy ass broad $50 million is crazy. That is crazy. This is insane. It's insane, bro. So I wonder what um they were saying rumored that he sold his podcast, but I doubt that. I mean, it's possible he could have though. I mean, because being as though this is a big ass lawsuit, it's possible he could sold off his damn podcast, bro. Like they would still keep him. Like even if he did that, they would keep him on as the face because you know people used to seeing Shannon Sharpe as his his being his podcast, the Shay Shay Show and shit. But it can still can have new owners, but just him still just being on remaining the face and shit. That's crazy though. And right when he was about to sign $100 million deal, podcast deal, that lawsuit popped up. That motherfucking lawsuit popped up real quick. It's crazy. Yeah, bro. This is yeah. Shout out to y'all just tuning in, man. This is crazy. And then a chick run and goes announce on her announces on her social media that she retired from OnlyFans. Yeah, well, bitch. Of course you would retire from OnlyFans. I mean, you look how much money you just came up off. Look how much money you came up off of this shit. Yeah, I remember. He offered her $10 million to make. Yeah, I mean, to basically keep the shit quiet. She got with the Busby nigga, and he said, "Nah, we need to go for 50 million." They heard about him getting that $100 million lawsuit, and they wanted half of that. They wanted half of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's $50 million is definitely not warranted. Like, really? And then she lied. I believe she did lie. Like, you mean to tell me he had sexually assaulted you all this time and you kept going back? That don't make no sense. And why is he in handcuffs? Why is he being sued for $50 million, but he's not in handcuffs? If you claiming that he sexually assaulted you and all that, why he ain't in handcuffs? That's what I'm saying. That shit don't be making no sense to me, bro. Like, they claim these accusations and shit, then they settle, then they go for a civil suit instead of going for criminal charges. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he really did that shit, she wouldn't have been going back. Like, how the hell he sexually assaulted you 2024 to 2025 to the beginning of 2025? You mean to tell me you went back after the first time he did that shit? Do this makes any sense to y'all? That she would be sexually assaulted and go back? Like, she claimed that Shannon Sharpe raped her, but she went back. That makes absolutely no sense to me. This shit is crazy, y'all. This shit is real crazy. This is a crazy situation. This is a crazy ass situation. And this, but I believe definitely Bugsby definitely played a big part in basically souping up that goddamn that settlement and shit. Cause he get a big ass piece out of that. Another greedy ass lawyer trying to come up off celebrities and shit by using these women that basically messing with these dudes for the money and the lifestyle and shit. Then when certain things don't go their way, then that's when they on Mad Day. That's when they bring up sexually assault. He sexually assaulted me. He held me against my will, etc., etc., etc. And meanwhile, this dumb Shannon Sharpe is real damn dumb for this, bro. Like, yo, he's crazy. Yeah, he's a clown for even messing with this ditzy ass young bro. Like, nigga. And it's crazy how he been warned by people that see his lifestyle and him dealing with these young women and shit, and they warning this stupid nigga. You know what I'm saying? They warning him. They telling him, yeah, man, you need to. Yeah, I even seen young ass Lil Yachty even warning him, telling him that he need to He even tried to hook him up with his mama, just so he could leave them these thirsty ass little girls alone that's just out for the money and the lifestyle. This nigga had the sense to even try to hook Shannon Sharpe up with his own mama, cause he seen it coming. But meanwhile, this nigga still chasing what's her name, Carly, on goddamn OnlyFans. It's crazy, bro. That should be that'd be all cat all TV when they be speaking that black righteous shit and all that pro black righteous shit. Man, them niggas ain't about that shit, man. That shit, they ain't about that shit, bro. Them industry niggas, them industry niggas be messing around with them young ass snow bunnies, man. They don't care nothing about that pro black shit. Hell nah. And they be getting caught up. So this is just a result of Shannon Sharpe needing to cool his ass out, cool his old head ass out, man, and start dating chicks his own age. Like even if the chick was like in her 30s or something, bro, like nigga, you messing with chicks fresh out of goddamn high school and shit. Like this nigga crazy. You said he got what he was looking for. Feel no way. Yeah, he should have listened to shit. There's a few people that told him before this shit even happened. I seen interviews with um Lil Yachty telling him about that shit. The like, you know what I mean? Monique, Cat Williams. Remember Cat Williams told him they take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. And that's what happened to him. His ass got taken down in 2 weekends. Yep. 1 weekend shit. You know what I'm saying? They warned him. Then you had the young niggas from the younger generation warning them though. Telling him like, yo, he said, man, that's with somebody your own, that's with women your own age. You know, his stupid ass ain't gonna listen. I bet you he regret that shit now. I tell you that. I know he regretting it now. All that bread he just lost out, that loss he just took, shh, it's crazy. All right, let me see something. Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. Dang, that is yo. Damn it, if he had to sell his podcast, bro, like he was just, up for $100 million podcast deal before this shit happened. If this nigga have to sell his podcast, that is insane. You built all that shit. You built that shit up just to let some little white chick on OnlyFans come along and snatch all that shit from you. Snatch that shit from you. It makes no sense. It's insane. Yeah, this is crazy, man. And I don't understand it. How these niggas be allowing themselves to get caught up in shit like this. Caught up. You know what I'm saying? And then come to the public, to the people, and complain about it. Like, nah, nigga, you put yourself in that position. Like, yo, you can't expect people to feel sorry for you when you put yourself in positions like this to get, taken advantage of. I mean, what do he think he was gonna get out of dating a 20-year-old from OnlyFans? Nigga, ain't no promising. What you think he was gonna have, like a real relationship with a 20-year-old from OnlyFans? Man, that little skeezer about getting money. You know what I'm saying? By any means necessary. That's why she on there. Shit crazy. They ain't, man, Shannon Sharpe ain't worrying about no struggling black families. You know damn well that nigga ain't worrying about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he had $100 million deal on the table for a podcast. You know what I'm saying? For his podcast. And that lawsuit came out and all that shit. Basically, that deal went to the wayside. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy, bro. I just don't understand it. But you gonna see more of these dumbass celebrities getting. Look up Tyler Perry, man. Tyler Perry fraternizing with the help and shit, and get his ass caught up. You know what I'm saying? He fraternizing with the help, sending intimate goddamn text messages back and forth. Like nigga, this is somebody that worked for you, fool. And now look, dude got him all hemmed up in the media and shit, suing him. I think shit, this dude talking about $260 million and shit like that. Like nigga, you definitely ain't getting that. You definitely ain't getting that. But we know they trump these numbers up just so the lawyers, they go with the highest number just to get these niggas to settle out of court. 'Cause that really be the main objective is to hike the numbers up as high as you can just to get these niggas to settle out of court. So $50 million, Shannon Sharpe being settling, because it might not, like, the media be putting it out there, but it might not even be 50 million. You know what I'm saying? She settled for it. It could have been, it could have been for 15, 20, 25, 30. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's still a lot of damn bread. Like for nothing though. Like, nigga, 30, 40, 50 mil. That for nothing. That shit wasn't even worth it. Like, damn. That shit ain't even worth it. Right. Facts, Rose H2O. All right, that's some expensive ass box. I tell you that. That shit cost you $50 million, nigga. So was that the chick that was on the live stream with the stupid nigga on the live? Remember that live stream? He went live on Instagram in the middle of having sex and shit. Y'all remember that shit? This nigga, stupid nigga, went went live on his Instagram. He must have gave the chick the phone. The chick must have pressed live stream. But was that the chick that he was with? It had to be. Unless that was some other snow bunny that he was dealing with. Stupid nigga, man. Yeah, I tell you what, these niggas gonna learn today. I tell you that. Oh, it was a different chick. Nigga still ain't look. Even that shit was crazy. Like this nigga still like nigga, you still ain't learning your lesson. Like the chick pressed. I believe that chick had his phone and pressed that goddamn live stream. Yeah, I mean on his Instagram. Yeah, I mean in the middle of them doing what they was doing. Like Shannon just all out here looking crazy, bro. Shannon Sharpe, you out here looking crazy, fam. You out here looking crazy as hell, fam. You took a big ass loss Messing around with this silly ass broad, bro. Silly ass broad. Oh, the other chick name was Michelle. That was the chick that he was on the IG live with. That's who he was on the IG live with. The chick named Michelle. Damn, Shannon. No, I bet you no more. I bet you no more young snow bunnies for this nigga, boy. But he probably, his old head ass probably ain't learned his lesson. You know, these niggas don't be caring sometimes. They get caught up in some shit and still be doing shit. Lawsuits and everything. Still be doing stuff. But I tell you what, I know niggas gonna be, these niggas better start moving different. I tell you that. Niggas better start moving different. Yo, that interview he did with Cat Williams, that shit got 90 million views on it. 90 damn million views. Almost close to 100 million views on the interview. Biggest interview probably on the internet. And he said he made more money off that interview than he ever did in the NFL. Off that one interview he did with Cat Williams, he said he made more money than he made playing for the NFL. So that means all the endorsements that probably came with that interview, all the other shit that came along with not just the monetization. Shit, he probably made he made a couple million just off the monetization alone. So imagine how much he made off the endorsements and all that shit. That's why he was lined up to have the $100 million deal for the podcast. I mean, Shannon was rocking and rolling with the interviews, man. He was getting all the comedians on there. You know what I mean? He was rocking and rolling with them interviews, knocking them shits out the park. Going viral like every other week from them interviews and shit. But then, nigga got stopped in his tracks by a dizzy ass Snow Bunny from Onlyfans. Nigga. Like, he should have known. He should have known better than that. He should have known that shit was bound to happen messing around with that bro. I gotta play the audio. Matter of fact, let me pull this up. I'm probably gonna have to pay it from this. Cause I gotta play that audio. But hold on, I'm gonna play this version though. Cause we did the cartoon version of that audio he did, and that shit went viral and shit. That shit went viral. Motherfuckers was posting that drawing everywhere. But I gotta play that real quick. Gotta play it. I gotta play it, y'all. I gotta play it. Cause Shannon Sharpe is crazy as shit. Let me see if I can play it, y'all. Hold on. Let's see if I grab this real quick. Make sure y'all subscribe to our 90-Day Cartoon Network too. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Let me know if y'all can hear.
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
I'm gonna bring it back.
Well,
what, Daddy?
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Daddy.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public. Big black guy chose small white woman.
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look, bitch. You did what they think you did to me. Well, what, Gabby?
You're coming to LA tomorrow?
Yes.
Well, I don't know why you want to go out.
Don't worry about it, Gabby.
Well, okay.
Okay, what?
Well, I'm not really interested in getting choked, so I guess we're going.
I might choke you in public.
I choke you in public.
Big black guy chose small white woman.
Why you say that, stupid?
It's not a good look, Shannon.
Not a good look, bitch. You did what they think you did to me. Well, what, Gabby?
Shannon Sharpe crazy as shit for that conversation, bro. That shit do sound like some role playing shit though. It does. It does. It sounds like they role playing. It really do. It really do. Yep. This nigga stupid though. Shannon Sharpe. Hope you learn your lesson, buddy. I hope you learn your lesson. I know this. I know this lawsuit set his ass back. Hey, he gonna have to work hard to get that back. He gonna have to do he gonna have to do nightcap every night of the week. With over there with Ocho and shit. Every day of the week. Him and Ocho gonna have to go live. That shit so bad they even set his tour back. Like him and Ocho with that nightcap shit, they was supposed to go take that show on the road. They even had to postpone that shit because of this damn lawsuit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he had to postpone the lawsuit and everything. I mean postpone the tour and everything. Because of this shit he was doing. All right, let me play this other one, y'all. Let me pull this one up too. Hold on. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna just do this. Instead of switching, I'm gonna just go to the page period. All right, make sure y'all come over here and subscribe, man. Make sure y'all come over here and subscribe to the 9-Day Cartoon Network. We managed to get this damn channel to 30,000 subs. Over 30,000 subs. Putting in that work and shit. Alright, where's it at? Here we go.
To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly, on Onlyfans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks. To my family.
That video ain't aged well, y'all. That he said they was getting sued. Sir. This video ain't aged well, sir. You the one got sued. You the one had to settle. This is crazy, man.
Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with my uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay, no more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. But Uncle Shay Shay, no more bunnies after this. Can somebody confirm if he's being accused by snow bunnies or Afro queens? Is this a rice bunny situation? Is this a snow bunny situation? Is this a sand bunny situation? Is this a salsa bunny situation? Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother.
You said is it an Afro? Is it a salsa situation? Yeah, what the hell this nigga talk about, man? This shit crazy. Damn, bro. Mr. Shannon Sharpe. It sucks for you, brother. It really sucks for you, brother. This shit really sucks, man. I hate to even see this shit, because I hate to see it, another brother down and shit like this, but you need to sharpen up, fam. No pun intended. Shannon need to sharpen up. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro. I hate to see this shit, but he gotta sharpen up. Like, he really do. He gotta get his shit together with this, with these young snow bunnies that he like messing with, man. You gotta get this shit intact, bro. Like, you gotta get this shit really. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this shit is crazy. You're gonna see more stupid. You're gonna see more stupid motherfuckers in the media with this shit. You're gonna see more dumbass dudes in the media that be just using these opportunities and shit, and status and all that. Like Tyler Perry, man. Like, you ain't really never heard his shit caught up in nothing. You know what I'm saying? Nothing. Like, his name caught up in shit. But as soon as he start fraternizing with the goddamn people he hired and shit, actors and shit he hiring, they get caught up in the scandal, man. You know what I'm saying? Caught up in the scandal. They got old ass Smokey Robinson caught up in the scandal, bro. 80-something-year-old Smokey Robinson accused of sexually assaulting his maids. One maid worked for him for over 20-something years in like 3 locations of his, of his properties, of his homes. One of them worked for him for like 4 years, and then the other one worked for him for like 2 years. And all 3 of them are suing him for sexual assault. And now the state picked up the case, so now he's being prosecuted. But my thing is, if he was doing that shit to you for years, why you keep going back to work? That's what be making me suspect about these when this shit come out, because a lot of these people that be, putting these lawsuits on these celebrities been dealing with their ass the whole time. So you mean to tell me he sexually assaulted you all these times and you kept going back? Now, Smokey Robinson shit, these women have husbands at home. You mean to tell me your husbands let you go back to work knowing that you was sexually assaulted? Let me ask y'all that. If you was working for somebody, you got sexually assaulted, would you keep going back to work? You go to the police, right? Some people might take the matter in their own hands and do some harm to a person, but then most women will go to the police. They're not gonna keep going back to work. That's like you getting assaulted. That's like you getting called to the office by your boss inside his office, and he sexually assaulted you, and you just go home, act like the shit didn't happen, and you keep going back to work. That makes no sense to me. That makes absolutely no sense. So is this money grabs with these celebrities being sued? Is these money grabs? Bunch of money grab, hungry ass, greedy ass lawyers involved? Because now this shit's starting to look like a shakedown of celebrities being targeted and shaken down. That's what this shit looking like to me. Yeah, nah, it's some black women too, bro. Nah, it just ain't the Caucasian persuasion or the salsa mama. Nah, it's some niggas, it's some women suing some of these niggas too, man. Some black women suing some of these niggas too. But I feel like a lot of this should be money grab because these are some heinous crimes that they're being accused of. Like, bro, doing something against a woman against their will is serious charges. My mind can't fathom that you allow that to happen over and over and over again. You see what I'm saying? Like, even if you work for the person for years or not, that shit shouldn't even matter. Like, a man making you do something against your will, that nigga should be going to jail ASAP. Ain't even no thinking about it. It ain't no, well, I'll press charges next week. Oh, I'll just wait a year later to sue him. Nah, ain't none of that shit. First time a man lays his hands on you against your will, without your consent, is either he getting punched in his jaw, kicked in the balls, and going to jail. Because you're going to press charges on him. Ain't no way you're going to work for a man for 20-something years and you're going to keep going back to work getting sexually assaulted. That don't make sense to me. Or with this chick here saying Shannon Sharpe, sexually assaulted her 2024 going into 2025. That mean you kept going back? Are you serious? You didn't go to the police? Now a little snow bunny running up in the police office saying a big nigga like this nigga sexually assaulted her, he'd be in handcuffs by tomorrow, bro. And I ain't talking about cigarettes. He'd be in the goddamn handcuffs by tomorrow, bro. And I ain't talking about cigarettes. Yeah, speaking of cigarettes, make sure y'all get our CBD smokes too. You know what I'm saying? We sell all different strains of CBD smokes, from lavender to mint. And these are all natural herbs. We don't deal with no synthetics or no chemical sprays. This is all high quality synthetic herbs. You see what I'm saying? 9dayherbals.com. Link is in the description. Pinned to to the chat and in the description of this video. And we got a sale going on, 35% off. And also with the CBD gummies, the edibles, you buy one, you can buy the second one for 40% off. And them gummies are real good. So y'all that's into taking edibles to relax, get some sleep, or just for strictly for pain, definitely get our gummies. And we ship out fast. So I don't think y'all want to lack on that one. And shout out to y'all that been ordering this week. We ship packages out throughout the week. We in, weekends. I don't really do shit on the weekends because mail ain't moving, but the rest of the package will get shipped out this week coming up, this upcoming week. So look forward to your packages in the mail. And we appreciate all y'all that support our business, that been supporting our business for years. For y'all that's new, look us up on Google, 90 Day Network LLC on Google, or 90dayherbals.com. 5 stars on Google. Yeah, check us out. Check us out. But yeah, back to this shit with these celebrities and this sexual assault shit, bro. Who else in the media for that? Fat Joe. Former hype man, accused Fat Joe of messing around with underage girls. And he's being sued. Fat Joe's being sued by his former hype man, and his hype man accused in that lawsuit that Fat Joe was messing around with underage girls and shit. Now, when you make these accusations, nigga, you got to have proof, nigga. Like, I don't understand that shit. I don't understand that these people that make these serious accusations against these celebrities, you would think these people go to the police. That'll be the first thing first. Going to the police, pressing charges. You know what I'm saying? Pressing charges and shit against these celebrities, man, that's in the media for sexual assault. You would get them, press charges against them, get them arrested. Possibly do a rape kit if you've been raped or whatever. Do the rape kit and all that. You can always spin the block to sue them on the civil, on the civil side of things. But the shit they being accused of, you would want to see them in handcuffs. I don't care about no lawsuit. If that's serious, these serious accusations against these individuals, somebody need to be going to jail. All that waiting a year later to sue them, 2 years, 20-something years later to put a lawsuit on them, it just makes you look like a hungry, greedy individual that's just out for money. Or on mad, you got mad on mad day, and you say, well, since because a lot of these celebrity niggas be promising these women shit too. And that be another thing too. Basically promising these people a career. I can get you a meeting with this person, that person. And that's just for the ones that want to be in show business. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about like just the regular chicks that just want to live the lifestyle giving. I'm talking about the ones that want to be in show business. You know what I mean? And be getting with certain individuals and shit. And these niggas be promising these chicks shit. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can get you a deal over here. I know this person. You know what I mean? I could walk you to the office right now. I could call such and such on the phone. You could talk to them right now. Like, they be doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, don't promise this chick shit. Nigga, if you're going to hit, just hit and let it go. Like, all that, I can promise you a career and get you, I can get you on Love and Hip Hop and, all types of shit like that. You said Mega Man being sued for having X. Yeah. I seen that. Yeah. Megan Thee Stallion. Right. I seen that shit. Yeah, I seen that here on TV. Megan Thee Stallion being sued, but she just being sued for, you know, yeah, having, you know, intercourse in front of her stylist, shit like that. Yeah, I seen that. Damn. So who else in the media? Who else was in the media for sexual assault? Because they just make all the white shit disappear. Like I seen Jimmy Iovine named in the media for sexual assault in the scope. They made his shit disappear. Uh, Mike Jeffries from Abercrombie and Fitch, like his shit just totally disappeared. They said he was unfit to even stand trial. Like he just totally got away with the same shit Diddy was charged for, bro. Same thing Diddy was charged for. Mike Jeffries got the walk. Like they said he was too incompetent to even face trial. I think he did like four. They claim he did 4 months in a mental hospital, in a mental facility. But after that, yeah, they said he was unfit to face trial. So yeah, he got away with that shit. Yeah, he got away with that clean. He paid that 10 million to get out on bail, and you never heard from that shit again. Yeah, you never heard from it again. Yeah, they made all his shit just disappear. Like it never happened. You see, people don't even talk about that shit. They don't bring up the Abercrombie and Fitch CEO being sued. I mean, being you know, investigated for sexual assault and sex trafficking. More so, sex trafficking. He was charged with the same shit Diddy was charged for, sex trafficking. He got a $10 million bail. Diddy had to sit his ass in jail. Damn, that rhymed too. Mike Jeffries got a $10 million bail. Meanwhile, Diddy had to sit his ass in jail. And Diddy offered to pay $50 million, $60 million to get out of jail. And they said his money is no good here. His money is no good. Look, his ass still sitting in jail waiting to be sentenced. Like, they couldn't even give him house arrest even after he was, the verdict. You had Cassie writing in a letter saying she feared for her life of him being released. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wrote a letter to the judge. Like, nigga, she had that letter all lined the fuck up already. How the hell she write a letter saying she feared that if y'all let him go, that he's gonna come after her? Y'all really let Cassie write that shit to the judge? And they actually took heed to that shit? That makes absolutely no sense, bro. That absolutely makes no sense. Who else in the media they got? Who else in the media for sexual assault? They lining these goddamn celebrities up. They getting lined up. Line them up. Knock them down. They lining these niggas up. I'm trying to think who else in the media for this shit. Oh, T.I. Tiny. I think they still got a case pending with that Sabrina Peterson shit. But I think that's more so defamation. Defamation, a defamation case. But yeah, T.I. Tiny was in the, sexual assault, saying they saying he was having freak offs and shit, women against their will. I don't believe that shit. I believe that the women, that shit was consensual. Like the shit that these celebrities doing with with this freak off shit, and all that shit be consensual, man. Because these chicks be wanting to be in the light. They want to be in the lifestyle. They want to be around, you know, they want to be in the parties and shit. They want to be, you know what I'm saying? They want to be around, you know, the whole celebrity lifestyle, period. And he said everybody but Cardi B. Yeah, right. Yeah, Cardi B. Yeah, her ass admitted to drugging dudes and shit like that, but it wasn't no investigation. That's the thing. That's the only difference was nobody came forward and sued her. Nobody came forward and sued her. There was no investigation against none of that shit. You know what I mean? So, her just mentioning it, yeah, we could kind of just run with that. But if ain't nobody coming forward and saying, yeah, this bitch drugged me. This bitch drugged me while I was while I was in the club and shit. This bitch took me back to the hotel, robbed me and all. Like, you ain't really hear nobody come forward. And rarely you ever hear men come forward about women. It's always the opposite. It's always the opposite. You know what I'm saying? It's always the women, coming for the man in that type of situations. You never really hear about a man's, dude suing. Well, my bad. One of the prostitutes that Diddy hired was suing Cassie. Suing Cassie for giving him a STD and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's never like no sexual shit. You know what I mean? Like, you never see a man going after a woman for sexual assault and shit like that. Yeah. Yeah, this shit crazy. Shannon Sharpe. Brothers. This shit ain't worth it, bro. This shit ain't worth it. Like, you 50-something years old. This shit is dangerous out here. It's dangerous out here to be, you know what I mean, on the scene like that. Just, you know what I mean, messing around with young chicks that want only, you know what I mean, off of Onlyfans and shit like that. Like, and you being a 50-something year old man, bro. Nah. That ain't it. Yeah. Yeah, Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, I mentioned. Yeah, he mentioned that. Yeah, we mentioned the Megan Thee Stallion shit. Yeah, which is the craziest shit, bro. Yeah, Terry Crews went after the dude for groping his grapes. Groping his grapes. He said women don't have to worry about being exposed for SA, right? He said Terry Crews with the party. Yeah, that whole party shit. And dude got away with it. Like, Terry Crews, I guess he wanted to really go after the dude, but people warned him not to do it. Cause this certain person was high level in the Hollywood scene and shit. This agent was high in the Hollywood scene. I guess they told Terry Crews, because remember, Terry Crews was even scared to mention dude's name. Like, he ain't even mention the name and shit. Yeah, Terry Crews, and then you ain't really seen Terry Crews and shit really like that, like far as movie wise and all that. Like you ain't really seen him and shit ever since he came out about that. You ain't really seen him in no in nothing like relevant and recent. Something explosive and shit. And he said nasty Cassie said as he should, Cassie nasty as hell. Doing it with unhealed sores and all. Yeah, like that's another thing, bro. Like, yeah, she doing that shit with like urinary tract infections and shit. Like damn, bitch, go heal up some goddamn way. She doing it through sores, through UTIs, and like, damn, you that much of a freak that you can't go heal yourself, man? Get that shit a break. And we can't say she wasn't begging for a freak offs because we seen the text. She was like, I can't wait till the next freak off. Yeah, daddy. Yeah, daddy. I can't wait for the next freak off. You know what I'm saying? Like she talking more freaky shit than Diddy was in those text messages. Hey, bitch, go heal yourself. You got a UTI and you out here letting niggas letting uh prostitutes raw dog in you and shit. Like, what's wrong with you? Freaky as hell. Yeah, she freaky as hell, bro. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, she freaky as hell, man. UTIs and shit, bro. Nah, hell nah. Like, bitch, go take some penicillin or some shit. I don't know. Some penicillin, some antibiotics, something, and try another day. Should be crazy. I don't get it, man. But yeah, I think people stopped feeling sorry for Cassie after all that shit came out through the in trial. And you got some people still sympathize with the tape and all that, but when they start hearing her threaten people and beg for the freak offs to happen and her sleeping with people with sores in her mouth and UTIs, people kind of like, Cassie ain't all that innocent. You start seeing people lean more towards, Cassie ain't really that innocent. I start seeing a lot more of that shit after all that shit came out in the trial. People kind of changed their tune on Cassie. It was like, oh, sores in your mouth? Like, ew. Like, you sleeping with prostitutes with urinary tract infection? Yeah. You threatening niggas and all that? Telling them you gonna unalive them? Nah. This ain't it. This is not the Cassie we thought she was. This is not the Cassie we thought she was. That's what everybody was saying. That's what everybody was saying. This is not the Cassie we thought it was. She's not innocent. Brother Shannon Sharpe. Sheesh. Y'all think Shannon Sharpe got what he deserved? Or you think that shit was like, it wasn't warranted him paying out $50 million for that? Or do y'all think he got what he deserved because that's the result of messing around with them young Onlyfans chicks? What y'all think? Mm-hmm. Y'all think Shannon Sharpe got what he deserved, or this was a little excessive on the lawsuit, $50 million? What y'all think? It says Shannon is a super set. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, bro. They warned him. They told him chill. They told Shannon, go mess with somebody your own age. Shannon like, shit, I ain't trying to hear that. Y'all let me know. Y'all think Shannon got what he deserved, or y'all think the lawsuit was a little excessive to get $50 million for that shit? $50 million? What you think? You kidnapped Chelsea Carter? Chelsea Clinton? Alright, Pure Gasu said he deserved it. He said he a sucker. I know he got to be kicking himself in the ass, I'll tell you that. Yeah, you said, nah, this is abuse, 50K sound about. Yeah, I don't think the little whore she got any damn thing, tell you the truth. That's just my opinion. And bitch should continue working on Onlyfans. I don't think, Shannon ain't take that. He ain't take the nookie, man. Shannon ain't take the nookie. She got mad on Mad Day because he, certain aspects of that relationship was over with. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. So, on Mad Day, she spun the block on him. Yeah, she spent the block on him on Mad Day. He said, I need 50 million. Because he offered her 10. I believe she probably would have took that 10 million if Busby ain't stepped his dumb ass in. Like that. Busby ain't stepped in and like, shit, we need to get as much money out of this big Negro as we can. Right, Ryan Jane, you say opportunity costs losses. He could have put that money into XRP. Shit. He probably into that. He probably got that. Shit, a lot of these celebrities know, you know what I mean? They get heads up on this shit. But I don't know. That's still a lot of money though, bro. Like $50 million is it's a hurt piece. Like he took a big loss on that. Let me look up Shannon Sharpe's net worth real quick. Hold on, y'all. I know this sometimes this shit don't be accurate, but it gives you a ballpark. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a ballpark. Alright, so I'm gonna look up Shannon Sharpe net worth. Alright, according to Celebrity Net Worth, Shannon Sharpe net worth is 30 million. Shannon Sharpe's salary was 10 million. ESPN. So they saying his network is only 30 million, so I don't know. Yeah, so his net worth probably roughly around 30, 40, about 50 million. Could be at the most. Cause sometimes this should be like this should be inaccurate. So he got sued for what he's worth. He got sued for about what he's worth. So my thing is, and that's just not cash, that's like assets and shit like that. I don't know, the nigga might be selling some shit, bro. At this point, if they got that 450 million, he sold a lot of his assets just to get that shit. Right. So it's possible that rumor could be true that he sold his podcast. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Let me look this up real quick, y'all. Hold on. Shannon Sharpe sells podcast. Okay, all right. So, according to Media Takeout, Shannon Sharpe paid $15 million to settle possibly sold podcast to get cash. All right, let me pull this article up. This is Media Takeout. Sometimes Media Takeout be on some shit though. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they be on some shit, but I'm gonna pull it up anyway, so we can get an idea of what's going on with this shit. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. I'm coming. Hold on. I gotta wipe my glasses off, y'all. Sometimes, you got to wipe the glasses off. To see. No smudges and shit. Alright, so here we go. Alright, Shannon Sharpe paid $15 million to settle. So according to Media Takeout, he paid $15 million. And I was thinking that too. Like I said, they hike up they trump the price, the settlement up, order to settle for the highest low number they can settle for. So if it's 50 million, yeah, I said that earlier, about 15, 20 million. I said that earlier. So said possibly had to sell podcasts to get the cash. So Shannon Sharpe reportedly paid $15 million to settle the lawsuit, but where did the money come from? So grab Matcha to get comfy because this tea is piping hot. Well, I hate when y'all write like that. Why y'all gotta write like that? Just report on this shit. You ain't got to say this is piping hot and all that shit. All right, so NFL legend turned podcast and superstar Shannon Sharpe just settled a serious lawsuit, and according to the insiders, the amount was allegedly paid out is jaw dropping. All right, Shannon Sharpe's. Oh no, that's okay. I say what we know. Earlier this week, Shannon Sharpe settled a sexual assault lawsuit that had been quietly brewing behind the scenes, while the legal details have been sealed, which is the normal private settlement. Media Takeout reports that Shannon Sharpe paid staggering $15 million to resolve the claims. Yes, you are reading it right. $15 million. The one largest known personal settlements in sports and entertainment, revealing that even $20 million reportedly paid by Sean Diddy Combs to Cassie to settle the assault and abuse lawsuit earlier this year. But the big question isn't just why Shannon Sharpe paid, it's how. Where did the $15 million come from? All right, so let's be real. Even with the NFL checks and podcast fame, $15 million in pocket is not pocket change. So how did Shannon come up with the cash? According to a very well-placed source close to the situation, Shannon might have raised the money in a very strategic and a very business savvy way, selling a chunk of his podcast company. That might be very well true. That might be very well true. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that might be very well true. Yep, here's the real tea. Several months ago, Shannon Sharpe reportedly hired a financial team to help him approach the wealthy investors, offering them a chance to buy up to 50% of his podcast empire. Now, we don't know exactly who bought in or how much. But if the reports are accurate, it's very possible that Shannon Sharpe sold a significant piece of his company to cover the settlement to keep his brand intact. And considering how successful Club Shay Shay podcast has been, with the viral interviews and massive following and brand partnerships rolling in, investors will likely jump at a chance to own a piece of the pie. Let's talk about numbers and reputation. To put all this in perspective, 15 million is more than most NFL players will even ever see post-retirement. But Shannon Sharpe isn't just any former player. He's a Hall of Famer and media personality and a culture icon with a brand that prints money. Are still optics intense? A massive payout like this, especially involving sexual assault claims, raises eyebrows. And while settling doesn't legally mean admitting guilt, it does send a signal that he was willing to pay big to make the situation go away. I said whether that is to protect his reputation, his brand, or to avoid public court battle, we may never know. So what happened next? All right, so far, Shannon hasn't commented publicly in a lawsuit or a settlement. His podcast is still going strong. His social media presence is business as usual, and he's still sipping his signature cognac during interviews. But one thing is clear, he makes serious moves behind the scenes and protect his legacy, even if it comes to at a sky high cost. And in a world where the public where the public image is everything, and the cancel culture moves faster than a group chat after a breakup, Shannon Sharpe just paid big time to keep his name out of the courtroom headlines. All right, so this is media takeout. Final sip tea. He said, "Let's be clear. Allegations like this is serious. No matter how famous someone is or how beloved they are online, these kinds of claims deserve attention, respect, and accountability. At the same time, we're watching another case where deep pockets, private settlements, and media's silence combine to make the story disappear, at least publicly. Behind the scenes, the money is moving, and so is the power. All right. So, this is media takeout. So, according to their source or whatever, he sold off some of his podcasts to pay off that settlement, and that's possible. That's possible because his brand is big as hell. To actually get that to sell off assets to actually pay that settlement, he would have to. I'm sure he don't have $15 million just laying around. He would have to go tap into some assets, sell some assets to come up with that type of money. Because $15 million is still a lot of money if your assets only accumulates up to $50 million. 15 million out of 50 million or even 30 million, that's a lot of money. So if his assets is only accumulated to 30 million, well, according to Celebrity net worth, his net worth is only 30 million. 15 million is half of that. That's a lot of money. That's a big piece of his assets gone. So it's possible he could have sold half of that podcast company because he has a lot of brand deals attached to that. According to, and also his liquor brand too. So Shannon, man, that's a big loss. Now he can get that shit back. I mean, it's not that bad where people is not going to support him. You see what I'm saying? Like, even though the lawsuit is a big lawsuit, but it's not that bad to where the people that have been supporting Shannon all these years is not going to stop supporting him. His fan base is still intact. His podcasts and his brands and all that shit. Everything is still intact. You know, so he's still good. He's still good. Now, if it was a situation where he lost brand deals and people stop supporting him and shit like that, then it'll be a done deal for him. It won't be no nightcap with Ocho. It won't be no club Shay Shay. It won't be no cognac. You know what I mean? None of that shit with Shay Shay. It'll be over for him. But everything still remained intact. He just took a big hit. Now I hope he learned his lesson from this shit, man. Leave them young chicks alone, bro. Cause they strictly about the money and the lifestyle. That's it. And they gonna get that shit by any means. You was a lick. You was a lick for that young 20-year-old Snow Bunny. Shannon was a lick. You was a lick for her, bro. And for Tony Busby. Because Tony Busby probably got about 5 of that. Or 2.5 million to 5 million of that shit. That's why he wanted to go for 50 million. He know he wasn't gonna get 50 million, but they was gonna settle for something on a low end. You see what I'm saying? That way the law firm get their piece, and then you said according to Tasha K, he lost everything. Shit, I don't think he lost everything. I still think he's in a position. He took a big loss. I'm not gonna deny that. He took a hell of a loss. He took a big loss with this lawsuit. But it's not one of those things where it's not something that he can't bounce back from because his support is still there. Like his support didn't go anywhere. You see what I'm saying? His best bet is to do a part 2 with Cat Williams. His best bet is to do a part 2 with Cat Williams, talking about the Diddy trial, talking about Kanye West, talking about the Tyler Perry, like all the hot stories that happened and all the shit that came out. I think he need to do a part 2 with Cat Williams and call that shit The Prophecy. I'm giving this nigga marketing ideas. I'm giving him marketing ideas. Part 2 of the interview with Cat Williams, Shannon Sharpe, and call that shit The Prophecy of Cat Williams. All that shit that he spoke about that came about. You know what I'm saying? And look, he'll be right back in the game. A part 2 with Cat Williams will put him right back close to where he need to be. At least almost. At least somewhat. You know what I'm saying? And then he could pretty much just float off of that. He could float off of that. You know what I'm saying? Make things, put himself in positions, no Diddy, just based off another interview with Cat Williams. Now I know that number that Cat gonna charge his ass ain't gonna be the same. Oh, Cat gonna go up on that number now. You seen that shit hit 90 million? 90 million view interview, probably the highest. It got to be the highest view interview on a social media. Has to be. Unless y'all know any other interviews that's more higher viewed than that. Y'all can let me know in the comment section on the replay. But I believe Cat Williams' interview is probably the highest view interview. And then he did that shit independently. Like Shannon Sharpe did that interview independently. Not signed to no major network or none of that shit. And he did 90 million view interview. I just checked the numbers. That shit is at 90 million views. 10 million views shy from 100 million view interview. And the numbers, I'm pretty sure that people are still watching that interview. Because just a few months ago, it was at 80 something million. It's at 90 now, which means people is going back and replaying that video constantly, playing that interview constantly. You got motherfuckers probably studying that interview. Like, damn, how can I top this shit? How can I top this shit? You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Thank you, baby. Yeah, yeah, you got some people that's studying the shit out that interview constantly. You got fucking all types of media people probably even studying that damn interview. Like, damn, how did this nigga pull off a 90? How did this this interview went mega viral all around the world? Like, you had every publication from mainstream media down to the smallest blogger on YouTube talking about this damn interview. There's people still doing content based off that damn interview. So he need a part 2. You need a Shannon Sharpe. You need a part 2 of Cat Williams interview. The return of Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay. The prophecy. The prophecy that came about. Some shit like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he's gonna top that. I don't know if it would top that first one. Cat Williams would have to say some spectacular shit in that interview. He would have to try to top the shit he said in the first interview. But it would still do numbers because people would be like, damn, the return of Cat Williams on Club Shay Shay would be a big thing. Now, Cat Williams did other interviews after that, and it didn't do the same numbers or even close to that. I think Willie D interviewed Cat Williams. Well, he dropped the Cat Williams interview right after the Club Shay Shay shit. Let me look at Willie D. Willie D, Cat Williams. All right, Willie D did 8.6 million. That's still good for Willie D channel though. 8.6 million. That's still a good number. I mean, he didn't even do a smidgen with Cat Williams did on Club Shay Shay, but that's still a nice amount of views. But yeah, he would have to do a part 2. He would have to do a part 2 of Shannon Sharpe interview with Cat Williams. You know what I'm saying? And shit. All right, let me see something. That's the face that he made when they said he was suing his ass for 50 million. And they was like, what? $50 million? Hell yeah. Yeah, exactly. Let me highlight that. All right, Jane. Imagine losing most of your wealth to an OnlyFans chick, only to earn it all back by joining OnlyFans. We live in strange days. It's crazy. Yeah, Shannon Sharpe might have to take his ass on OnlyFans. Get that bread back. Better go in there and do some freaky things for a piece of change. But yeah, man, this shit crazy. Hopefully, Shannon Sharpe can learn his damn lesson and just move different, man. These fucking snow bunnies alone, nigga. Leave it alone. How long I been on this mug? I ain't trying to be on this bitch long. About an hour and 30 minutes. Yo, please make sure y'all support the shop, 9dayherbals.com. Make sure y'all check out our shop, man. We got a lot of high quality products on there for your skin, for your hair, for your deep, you know what I mean, to detox your insides. We got all types of different sea mosses on there. We got vapes, loose flower, pre-rolls, CBD cigarettes. We got detox drinks on there called Melanin Splash. Got all organic ingredients in it. Things that you need to detox with: ashwagandha, black seed oil. Got all that good stuff in it, man. So y'all gotta definitely make sure y'all come check us out. I mean, the shop with us on nightandayherbals.com. You can join the email list and get $5 off. Plus, use 35% off. Yeah, we got the CBD cigarettes on here. Let's see, we got the original lavender CBD stick, CBD mint, the pure passion rose petal, and we got CBG CBD 6. With the pre-rolls on here, and we got the cigars, the stogies. All this shit is used with hemp paper. We don't use no weird ass rolling papers or none of that shit. It's all raw hemp. That's the loose flower. We got the blue lotus herb too. You can make tea with that, or you can smoke it. The vapes. We got all different strains of vapes. Sunset sherbet, cotton candy, Girl Scout cookie, banana kush. Yeah, I gotta get these gummies though. These gummies is the shit. Yeah, get our night and day herbal gummies. This is 50 milligrams for each gummy. You get 12 in a pack. So you could buy one for regular price and then get 40% off on the second one. So y'all can take advantage of that. Yeah. Got the pain bomb on here. All right, we do got the 4 ounce back. So people was asking about the 4 ounce. So we got the 8 ounce and the 4 ounce on here. So for y'all that was looking to get the 4 ounce the pain relief balm, it's back on there too. So definitely get that. 600 milligrams. Yep, we got the lotion, the lavender mint, the lavender lotion and the CBD mint soap. Definitely a great combination for your skin. Yeah. Ain't no Diddy oil on here. No Diddy oil. Yeah, we got the soaps, and the natural soaps and natural body oils on here. We got the rose water. We got the organic extra strength hair growth serum. Definitely get that if you got your edges. You got, get your edges back. Or if your hair, you need to fill your hair in certain spots where it's light at. Definitely get this right here to help your hair grow. We got Beard moisturizer on here for the fellas as well. So check us out, man. 9dayherbals.com. 9dayherbals.com. Link in the description. And on that note, man, I'm about to hop off here. Catch you on the next live stream. Shannon Sharpe. Stay away from them snow bunnies, man. Them young snowies.
Shop now at nightanddayherbals.com and enjoy 35% off all our herbal CBD products, automatically applied at checkout.